Hey, Mom, look, guts. So,
Look, Mom.
this is really Mortal Kombat.
It followed me home. Can I keep it?
My spleen. It's dragging. Anyways,
This is basically Mortal Kombat meets BioFreaks,
it
as you
reminds
said.
me of it really reminds me of Fortnite. It's very tight.
Fortnite with
Fortnite meets, BioFreaks meets, like the cartoonish nature of Fortnite meets, like BioFreaks and Mortal Kombat. Like, it reminds me. There was a game that sort of did this, but it was like all animated, cartoonish, like really basic animation in the early '90s, I think.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but anyways, whatever.
No,
Snow.
I was thinking Samurai Showdown, but no,
it's
this
not
is
Samurai
like
Showdown. No, it's like Pirate Killers, Time Killers. That's what it was called.
Ooh.
See, my memory's pretty good still some days. But anyways, this is like the next stage. Like, what if we could attract all the people that like Mortal Kombat with this game? And I feel like the characters are all weird. And like my comment that I wrote down on this, like most of these characters are like characters from Clue, the board game. I feel like,
or even like characters from Punch Out.
Yeah, they're sort of like
caricatures.
Yeah. Like, there's one obese lady, and I'm trying to remember her backstory. Really, I don't think it matters so much. Like, she's just overweight, and, like, she's sort of like an opera singer almost, but not.
One of the only story modes
like, her profession is to be a beast, which is, like, there's lots of little jokes with this game.
Like, the one story mode we played was like
the lumberjack that says like get a day job or something to people, but he's an unemployed lumberjack.
Yeah, and he joined Greenpeace for the explicit purpose of screwing over the machines.
Most of the match, he just says like Greenpeace 20 times. Like, I think the move is called Greenpeace. I don't know.
Yeah, the move's called Greenpeace.
Oh, okay, so it is called that. But then there's like a porn star that's in this game. Like, it's really random, and like he's got a dildo. I'm surprised his move's not called Dildo Drop, because it's like this yellow golden dildo that falls down like right from above, and then there's one that just like lunges at you.
How many times can we say dildo before YouTube demonetizes us?
Hopefully a lot. But this game it's funny because like it's so outlandish, but at the same time it feels like the actual game is not like, I don't know if you really needed a lot of depth in a game like this. I don't know. I'm kind of confused on this.
The game doesn't feel like there's a lot.
It doesn't feel like it's like the gameplay itself is not really there. That's what I feel like.
Oh.
Like, what were you gonna say?
I was saying like the game doesn't have that much depth, but it didn't need that much depth.
I don't think it does. I think the greatest amusement to me wasn't the blood as much as like just the fact that like you're supposed to delimb, I think, everyone, and like you're supposed to build up like a super move. But like what I thought was the most entertaining fact wasn't the blood and everything. It wasn't the characters, the fact that they're just so out there and like weird whatever. I just found like the fact that my character's like walking
with no legs.
With no legs, and like he's still like, I thought he won the match. It was the last match we played. And like I thought he won the match, and somehow he's still like beating the crap. Like, I can see this being very offensive to people, and like I found that was the most amusing thing. Like, he's just like rolling along on his tendrils.
I think so, or like whatever, the stumps.
That's what I thought was the most entertaining thing. What attracted me to this game was the fact that, okay, I thought maybe it's a game that's going to, be interesting. Like, I thought this might be like, hey, this is a game like Injustice 2 that is pretty neat. But no, I found like it's like another footnote game in the history of fighting games or video games in general. Like, what if we took like all these fighting games,
but with the quirk that you beat each other up until you lose every single limb in your body.
On your body. But the fact is, like, it points at your limbs, and it's like, okay, are you supposed to pick it up? And I kept thinking, Nick, okay, what if I reattach my limbs?
I think that is supposed to have happened, but like I
have
think
no idea how.
We skipped the tutorials, so like.
okay, so on that note, it'd be cool if you could reattach your limbs. I think that would be pretty ridiculous.
It
but
might prolong the game though, and I think the entire point is to beat each other down until you're basically the
I
Black
think
Knight
it'd be
from Monty
funnier.
Python.
I think it'd be funnier if you could throw your limbs. Like,
I think
I thought that was the point.
You
but
actually
you couldn't
can
see
do
it.
that. You actually can do that.
Did you do that?
No,
I didn't see
I'm
that.
trying to. I
I'm
tried
trying
to
to.
at one point,
Throw my limbs.
but like I forgot the move combination of how
That
to.
was the weirdest thing. Like, I was doing moves with some characters. We only tried. That's the thing. There's like what 8 characters?
9 characters, actually.
and 5 stages. And I thought, okay, there's got to be they've got to be unlockable, like more stuff, more content. And I know this game's really new, just like I think Lament is kind of new, but like, there's got to be more than this. Like, that's why I kept thinking like not as a disrespect. I just feel like there's not enough gameplay right now. I don't think it's even in early access. I could be wrong, but like I feel like there's not enough to entertain it. Like, you'd have to be drunk. I feel like this is a fighting game that you have to be drunk to really maximize the hilarity. And like, while it was entertaining,
Not really. I mean, for
That's
me it
what
was
I
pretty
feel like.
fun.
I just feel like it's funny, but it's not like ha ha ha. It's more like, oh, ha ha, that's funny. And then after that, I don't know, maybe I'm like,
Maybe the charm does wear off, and
I
it
just-
hasn't worn off
I just-
on me.
I just find it's like a ha ha, and then like it's not super funny after that.
Who knows?
I just found like it wasn't fun to play. Like, it's not bad, but it wasn't great. Yeah, because the appeal is like the initial like, oh, the limbs are going everywhere and the blood's going everywhere and like the
And you-
blood's constant.
And you
but,
punch
like,
people into meat grinders.
that's the other thing. Like, I thought there's traps everywhere, which is kind of neat. There's a Tron level, which would, I give it props to. But I just feel like beyond the basic attraction, the entertainment value was the fact that they're walking around without limbs. And like beyond that, I'm like, oh, okay. I feel like once we exited the main menu, I felt like, okay, I have no. That was the most memorable part. Not the fact that there's blood spurting everywhere constantly. I found that was the fact that just seeing my character move along without limbs was like, what the heck? That's what I'm going to remember this game for, personally.
I'll definitely remember this game for
Yeah.
its tongue-in-cheek kind of comedy.
Yeah, and I thought that was kind of neat, but I just felt like there was something missing. I don't know. For some reason, I felt like it
More
wasn't
content?
exciting. Yeah, like I just felt like the moves itself, like the few moves I could do were okay, but like I don't think it's like at the level where someone's gonna be like, okay, we've got to play this game because of the blood. I feel like you got to play this game because it feels like Fortnite, the fighting game. That's what it felt like to me.
Except more ludicrous.
Yeah, I just felt like it wasn't thrilling.
I liked it.
Yeah, I don't know. I give it like a 5 or 6 out of 10.
I give it more of a 7 or an
I
8.
just feel like the same thing with Lament. Like, I don't think we gave a score to Lament. Did we?
Lament is
Kind of forgot.
about a
to.
7 for me.
Yeah.
In that case,
like, I thought it was solid. I didn't think it was like. I felt like it was good, but I didn't feel like it was like exciting good. But I'd still recommend buying it.
and did we even give the
I don't
calling
think
a
we
rating?
did. I don't think we gave even a. The calling. I just said like go buy something else. Like
Yeah,
I'd just
it's like
say
a,
like a 4 out of 10. Yeah.
4 out of 10 for me. So this
It's one of
game
those
gets
nights.
for me it
Just
this
shooting stuff.
this game gets an 8 out of 10.
As I said, like a 6, somewhere between a 6 and a 7. Let's just say 6.7 because like I just can't. Yeah.
Now let's
you
hop-
hopping away.
Yep, because I only have limb. Keep on.
It's all in your
limping.
mind, or maybe it isn't.